My name is Erin Kobos, and I'm going to be demonstrating a partial bed bath and peri-care. So I would wash my hands, and I would enter the patient's room.
Come in.
Hi, Mrs. Gray. My name is Erin, and I'm going to be providing you a bed bath. Is that okay?
Sure thing.
All right, I'm just going to check your wristband real quick. Annie Gray, perfect. All right. So I would provide privacy, wash my hands, put on gloves. And I would make sure I get the water, and I would get warm soapy water and then warm clean water. And I would have the client check the water to make sure the water temperature is okay for them. And I am going to remove their call light, and I'm going to raise the bed to a good working position for me. And I am going to remove their blankets. And remove the gown. Cover her with a bath blanket. I would dispose of the dirty gown and have a new one ready. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wash the face. So I would put a towel underneath their head. Then I wouldn't use soap, I would just use the warm water. And I would start by doing the eye, and then change my surface. Do the other eye, change my surface, down on the face, change my surface one more time, and then I would do inside of the ear and the back, behind the ear, down the jaw, on both sides. I'm going to put that back. And then the next thing that I would do is take a towel, and I would pat dry the face, and then I would use that to go under her arm. Then I'm going to get the warm soapy water and wash down her arm, underneath her arm, and I would make sure I get her hand in between her fingers. And then I would rinse with the same technique all the way down the arm, under the arm, and then the hand and in between the fingers. And then I would use this towel to pat dry. And then I would wash, changing my surface. Armpit. And then rinse, armpit, and then dry her armpit. Remove this towel, and then I'm going to wash her chest. So I would get all up here underneath the breast and under any folds that are present. And then I would rinse the same way in the chest, underneath the breast, and any folds present. I would pat dry the area, and then cover her back up. And then I would move down to the leg, keeping her as least exposed as possible. Grab a towel to put underneath her leg to avoid getting the bed wet. Get the wet soapy rag and Wash all down her leg, underneath, top, bottom, side. Then I would wash her foot, bottom, in between the toes. Get the wet, warm rag and rinse. Same way. Top, bottom, side. Do top of the foot, bottom of the foot, in between the toes. And I would use this rag to dry her leg. Foot in between the toes. I'm going to remove this. And then at this point I would dispose of these in the dirty supply area and get new rags for pericare. And then I'm going to put a towel underneath, again to avoid getting her bed wet. I'm going to position her legs outward, makes it a little bit easier. Then I get the soapy rag, and going from front to back, I would go side, changing my surface, side, changing my surface, down the middle. And then I would get and rinse, same way, from front to back, side, side, and down the middle. Dispose of these. Then I would dry the area. Dispose of that. And then I'm going to have someone help me, and I'm going to turn her and wash her backside. And I would get new towels, get the warm soapy one, and wash her back. And then I would get the warm washcloth and rinse her back. And then I would get the soapy one and going from front to back again. I would make sure I go that way, here, and here. And I would dispose of that in the dirty supply area. And then I would get the warm washcloth and rinse, same way, front to back, middle, side, and side. Dispose of that. I'd use this rag to pat dry. Dispose of that. Alright, roll her back towards me. And then, at this point, take the bath blanket off. I would take off my gloves, so I'm going to put a clean gown on her. This would be clean. Make sure she's covered up and comfortable. And I would lower the bed back down. Make sure she's comfortable, and I would get rid of the rest of my supplies, take care of the water, dispose it in the dirty linen area. Make sure that she has her call light. And then I would wash my hands and undo privacy, and that's how you do partial Bed Bath & Beyond Care.